So let's talk about how I went through and textured this bike. This will give you the fundamentals to do it yourself. So we created quite a bit of this bike on live stream. And so if you want to catch me live, it's normally Sunday nights, Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is like in the morning for US people. Now let's start off by creating the material. So if we go into shading, this was the previous texture that I used. So I've got the UV editing up here in the top left. I've got my image on the left here down the bottom, and then our materials here. Now I haven't textured anything. So this is a simple BDSF roughness. I have set the IRO to 1. So normally it's about 1.5. So if I go 1.5, you can kind of see that we've got a bit of shine. Actually, that looks quite nice. Let's keep it at that. But we want to get that groundwork paint applied to it. So the first thing we need to do is bring in an image. So I'm just going to select the Printable BDSF, press Ctrl T, and we'll go open. Wait a minute. Where do I get these images from? Midjourney. So what you can do is, for instance, I found this image. This is really nice. Right click save. If I want to search for something that looks similar to this, I can come up here in the top right hand corner and search image. And now it's going to, find other things that kind of like relate to that image. This is interesting. But let's go back to those boxes. Let's go open, and I've saved it here. Sci-Fi Decal 5. Yeah, we're done. No, we're not. So I will disconnect this now. What I want to add is a little bit of ambient occlusion, like in these places, in the crevices, make it a little bit bigger. So with that, I'm going to go Shift A, search ambient occlusion. From here, let's grab the AO and we'll put that into a mix shader. Nope. Mix color. There we go. Ambient occlusion goes into the factor, and then that's going to go into the base color. So we can see that we've lost it. I actually really like this color, so I'm just going to grab that code and put it in the bottom one, and then we'll put the results now in here. So rather than white, I'm going to make it black. You can see that we've lost all our details. So we can bring the distance down to like 0.1. Didn't really help. So I'm going to add in a color ramp. There we go. And let's plop that one into there. And we'll crush the left color. Really? Button marker. So where it's color, we're going to change that to mix. I'm so sorry. We'll bring that back up, make this a bit darker. And now you can see that the grooves have gotten darker. And we can see that we've got this ambient occlusion in here. So if we were to bring that back, you can just see how much that's changing. Now I haven't gone full darkness. So if I were to bring this to white, obviously we lose everything. If it's black, I think it's too dark. So we'll set it on like a bit of an even gray. Now we want to go ahead and add this image in. So let's duplicate the mix factor. Just going to give myself some space. Let's add in one more. I'm going to add in a add color. The color goes into the factor. This results will go into the top factor. It'll come into the A selection, and we'll make it in the top there because we want that ambient occlusion. So we can see all the white has become our base color over here, which is what we wanted. But it's not giving us the result we're after. Now what we can do is I can go now delete the UV map. I'm going to now bring this across. I want to select this piece. I'm going to press tab to go into edit mode, and we can see that we've got a funky result. Let's just go U, cubic projection. Nah. Let's go U, project from view, rotate 90, and now I can scale that up. Now, if I want it to finish here on the black, we can come down into our image and select single image. We can select repeat to extend. So now that's going to extend our black. So we've got this nice, pretty cool like transition. I'm going to rotate it by 180 and move it up a bit. I like that how it was before. There we go. So we've got black on the end here. This one here should probably be the same as this color. So let's go ahead and find it. We'll just go black. So this becomes black. This here is from Decal Machine. Very simple way of creating decals. That is for another time. That is looking pretty schmick. This here, I don't want to have any of this color. So what I'm actually going to do is just cheese it out. I'm going to go new material. I'm going to go duplicate this material. And then I'm going to just call it base. Base material, base. And then let's just purge everything. Change this to black. Actually, that fits it perfectly. Cool. This piece here, let's leave it this here. What does this look like? That looks not too bad. Maybe we might rotate it. Maybe we might move it up just so it's kind of like got a few little speckles on there. Something along those lines. This section under here, what we could really do is I can move it up into that section and just make it 0. That's nice. That, to me, there looks quite nice already. Oh, that's it. I really like that. We could, if we wanted to, change the color down here, the base color. So if we were to grab this color, what does this look like? This base color down here. Control V, enter. I mean, that looks pretty schmick. Alt. Let's bring the character back. I reckon that looks kind of cool. But I reckon we need to add some text. So the way I'm going to add text is just open up a new blend file. Beautiful. Let's delete the default cube, delete the light source. Come into top view, Shift A. I want to add in some text. There we go. Boring. Let's go into our font, open up the regular, and let's find... Where is that Sci-Fi one that I really like? Audio wide, regular. And let's call this Ruby Road, even though it's Jade. So we'll go with that. I'm going to make this a black color. So let's go new, make it black. So it's our black material. IRO all the way down to 0, or sorry, to 1. I want to add maybe a graphic. So let's convert this to a mesh. So if I were to press space for search or Shift A, depending on what your search function is, I'm going to type in mesh. We want to convert it to a mesh. So now I can select this, for instance, GX. That looks kind of cool. You know what? Done. Where's my camera? There it is. I'm going to press numpad 0 to go into that view. Alt R to reset the rotation. Alt G to reset the location. Let's move it up to about here. Over in the camera settings, we're going to go from perspective to orthographic. And then let's just center it. Zoom in a bit. There we go. And I don't need it so thick, so we'll bring it down. GY. From here, we're in Eevee. That's great. Performance. No, where is it? To film. Transparent. So when I press F12 now, we have a transparent image. Perfect. Image. Save as. T underscore Ruby Road. Just so I know. Save image as. Back into this blend file. I'm going to go Shift right click. Shift A. Let's add in an image plane, adding in our T Ruby Road, import images. It's a little bit big, which is fine. Rotate X, Y, sorry, and let's scale it. Where is this roughly going to go? Maybe somewhere along here, I think might look good. And so I'm just trying to get it roughly out, lined up. Rotate YY, oh sorry, XX, something like that. Yes, it's black at the moment, that's fine. Into the modifiers, add modifier. We're going to go into deform, shrink wrap modifier, and we're going to select our body here. It's gone straight in, which is fine. Let's go ahead, give it some subdivisions. The offset, let's go maybe 0.1. That seems a little bit too far. Let's go 0.01. Still a little bit too far. 0.002. Oh my goodness. 0.001. Let's change to nearest surface point to project. We'll change it to negative as well. And so now we can see it a little bit better. Let's go 0.002. I think we just need to add a little bit of extra geometry. Great. Into shading. Here we can add in a mix color. Dump that one into there. This now becomes the green. Just get that. Come back. I'm going to put that in there. And now we've got this ruby rose. However, it's only on the one side. So what we can do is into the modifiers, add modifier mirror. Looks like rubbish. I want it to mirror off the nose cone because I know that's in the center. However, we can see it's back to front. If you come down into data, I can now go mirror on the U. There we go. Looking delicious. It's actually really nice. I like that. We haven't done anything too special to get to this point. I'm pretty chuffed. If you've made it this far, why do fish swim in salt water? Because pepper makes them sneeze. Just subscribe.